How's it going, Mayday? Shitagami here to bring you another fun-filled drama indulging video. Oh, sorry, it's been a little while. Had some life events happen. All were good. I won't really bore you with the details right now, but I'll probably say it on the One Piece review, but whatchamacallit. With that being said, we got another video out here today. And kind of the ball has just kept rolling with this one, and I find it super hilarious when, as you see in the title, Halo is the main point of contention here with the whole console wars ending and coming to the PlayStation 5. Some crazy stuff has happened because of it, and there is a lot of retards kind of losing their shit over it, which, you know, hey, if you're going to lose your shit over it, fine, but the projection is pretty real when they don't understand what the Spartans stood for, but we'll get into that as we go on. Wanted to break the news. Obviously, I'm quite a bit of days off from the actual unveiling of this, but the console wars has ended. So declares GameStop. Let's see. Let's take a look here at the declaration that has been made. GameStop declares the console wars over. Whereas for the past 2 decades, the global gaming community has been engaged in an ongoing, increasingly petty conflict known as the console wars. Whereas said conflict originated in the early 2000s with the release of the Halo Combat Evolved as an Xbox exclusive title. Whereas Halo Campaign Evolved is officially coming to on PlayStation in 2026 with cross-platform play. Therefore, GameStop, acting under its authority as a neutral entity and the world retail gaming and trade-in destination, hereby declares the official cessation of the console wars. All claims to exclusivity are hereby dissolved. Console loyalties are instructed to cease hostilities, disband militias, and enjoy the new era of gaming. GameStop will continue to operate as a demilitarized zone, offering hardware, accessories, and trade-ins to combatants on all sides. Power to the player. I love this shit. Holy fuck. Obviously, this had such a fucking... Yeah. Yep. Game for video games, or movies, or TVs, and all that stuff. We'll probably... they fucking lost. We'll go on that one right now. But after this... so not this picture. This picture was posted by GameStop showing Master Chief shaking hands with President Trump over, you know, the end of the console wars. This sparked some outrage. Oh man, so fucking vitriolic. It was fucking hilarious though to see the response. We'll go over the other picture. That's fucking bullshit, but whatever. So many people are upset by this. Fuck, even got fucking Resident Evil in there. Donald Trump appoints Master Chief as the director of ICE. Oh, that's fucking funny. Yep. We won't scroll too hard because then we might see some shit we don't want to. But, you know, it's X. What do you expect? So after this fucking post, rapid response. Let's see if we can just click on this right here. Number 9, President Trump proceeds over the end of the 20-year console war. And then after that, the White House posted this, just saying power to the player. So many people fucking outraged by this shit. It is fucking hilarious. I'm not gonna lie. And again, the Spartans were originally made to quell insurrectionists, right? And that was basically anybody that the UNSC deemed of said status, and they would be fucking put down like a dog. Obviously, not necessarily shocked like a dog. That's Hassan's doing, but you know, so many people got upset by this, saying, you know, this impedes on IP and other stuff like that. Spartans would never do that, and other things like that. There's some developers that are flipping their shit over this, which we'll go over in the next fucking segment. But after that, fucking GameStop posted this picture of JD Vance and Trump. Obviously, you got JD Just Dance Vance, fucking Cortana there. That's stupid hilarious. And then we have Trump there as well in the Master Chief outfit. It's just fucking golden. I know some people ain't the biggest fans of it, but I think it's stupid hilarious to see the reaction that we've been getting and how upset so many of these people have been over just a fucking meme. Dude, it's just a meme. Let's see. One came out on top, but because Microsoft burned Xbox as hard as they did, yeah, that's pretty bad. The Just Dance fans, bro, that shit's fucking good. Alright, let's see. One moment. Alright. Where are we? So that's pretty much the GameStop meme fad that's kind of going on right now. See what's down there. Yep. He was back. Okay. Yeah, I think it's pretty funny. Good memeing, all things considered. But some people took it a little further than others. Joe Vargas and others continue their meltdown and more continue. Jesus Christ, sorry. It's kind of hard to read with the fucking kaleidoscopes, fucking glasses. If you know, you know. And more continued their meltdown over Trump Halo meme. Original Halo developer and composer Marty O'Donnell weighs in, as we see here. So the recent GameStop post about ending console wars has sparked more than God, I can't fucking read. Replies between their X account and accounts connected to President Trump. To everyone's surprise and amusement, the official Department of Homeland Security made a post using Halo to help recruit more members, which did not go over well with a certain kind of gamers and game journalists, for that matter. This was that post. I was trying to find it. I couldn't find it. Destroy the flood. Join.ice.gov. And if you think about it, you know, the people that are coming in illegally, definitely fucking with the system, messing up so many parts of the country, trying to turn this nice first world country into a third world shithole is definitely a part to play in the whole escalation of trying to get them out of here. Then Customs and Border Patrol protection account added their own Halo reply to that account. Sorry, finishing the fight. And this one, which I don't think I can click on. Oh, we can't click on it. That's fucking Halo Reach. Man, I love that shit. Good old fucking Halo Reach. This continued with a flood of funny and colorful memes with various users, with even a few even a few ever popular JD Vance memes sprinkled in, like this one or whatever. Oh, whatchamacallit. There you go. Just Dance Vance playing Halo the old classic way. This one is our president, is a personal favorite. Over here fucking playing Xbox with a little headset. Funny as fuck. And on top of it, and to top it all off, the very composer of the original Halo game, Marty O'Donnell, made his own positive comments regarding the flurry of events going so far as to say he may come out of retirement. I'd come out of retirement for this remake. And again, that's the shit you like to see. Because most of the people that are fucking game developers and things like that are very much left-leaning, libtarded fucking retards that just have such an asinine view of the world and think it needs to be the way they do, where, you know, open borders. If you disagree with me, we deserve to kill you, and, you know, name-calling to dehumanize people, right? And they like to say that, oh, the right's doing the same thing. No, definitely not. If anything, we're actually trying to make America more prosperous and better than ever before. As some have seen, even side tangent with the whole Japan and electing their first female prime minister. Yo, fucking Trump was being praised and treated as a king. Not actually a king, obviously, but the things that they gifted him, right? They, I think it was 250 cherry trees for DC, as well as some special fireworks made in Japan that are going to be used for next year's 4th of July in Washington, D.C. You know, and on top of that, you got parades and other stuff like that. People cosplaying as Trump. It is beautiful. It's fucking hilarious for all the people melting down over it, but it is honestly well worth it. And as we see here, but of course, among the colorful or less than colorful posts, and we will not be showing many of those. However, people are welcome to obviously finishing the fight. You got people like this. Do not use Halo like this. Stop trying to be cool and funny. It's literally not. No, it pretty much is. The Xbox is dying. Halo is dying. Microsoft's refusal to condemn ICE using Halo to advertise their abduction is a clear sign that I don't need Halo or Xbox. Microsoft's silence on this and allowing ICE to use Halo is disgusting. Who gives a fuck? Joe Vargas of the Angry Joe Show had posts going on several popular accounts like Geeks and Gamers' own Jeremy. Still waiting for those Epstein files. You were so pissed off and worked worked up about earlier a few weeks ago, right, Jeremy? Or have they convinced you to forget about him so easily already? Lol. Low-key presidential approval rating, lowest presidential approval rating ever, aside from Nixon. Y'all keep winning. And again, they try to say that, but honestly, he's had the highest approval rating in fucking history, right? Meanwhile, the Democrats keep on plunging further and further down a horrible whirlpool sinkhole, whatever fucking fits there, right? Of course, Jeremy from Geeks and Gamers replied with just JD Vance as Master Chief, or at least a Spartan. I don't know, that's not necessarily Master Chief. With this turn of events, it certainly feels like gamers and like-minded people are banding together online once again to have a little fun and get away from the silly discourse on the internet, despite those mentioning who have a meltdown at the slightest provocation and would rather this virtual party cease and for people to continue to be miserable as they are. After all these years, many have grown sick and tired of the constant influx of ideologies into all forms of entertainment, media. In the past, nothing was done to help take it back, because a decade ago, people were genuinely afraid to disclose their true thoughts on the overall culture war. But in the past few years, this one in particular, people have found their courage again, and no longer sitting on the sidelines hoping for someone to swoop in and save the culture from the woke. You know, it's just genuinely amazing to see, right? Let's see what this person has to say. Classic Halo dev slams Trump ice memes, while original composer Marty O'Donnell cheers it on. As we already read what Marty O'Donnell has to say about this, let's see what one of the developers had to say. They conveniently ignored that some members of the legendary team that brought Master Chief to life are actually celebrating this social media movement. The internet, the latest pop culture battleground, isn't Marvel, DC, or Hollywood. It's Halo. Fucking man, Halo's the best. A government recruitment ad invoking Master Chief and the war against the Flood has ignited a fresh controversy, but unlike most gaming discourse these days, this one didn't just unfold in fan threads. It sparked a split between original Halo developers themselves and even pulled politics straight into the fray. Obviously, stuff like that. Mainstream outlets like IGN ran hard with accusations of politicizing Halo, pointing to former developer critical of the meme, but they conveniently left out the most famous person to ever touch the franchise, audio composer Marty O'Donnell, who again cheered that bitch on. This isn't just a meme story, it's the perfect example of gaming culture, internet humor, and politics colliding in the most Halo way possible. So let's break down the full thing. Some Halo devs weren't amused by the Trump ice meme. Several members of the original Halo team blasted the immigration-related meme, framing its use of the Flood as political messaging. Jamie Grisimer, a designer of Halo Combat Evolved, argued that the metaphor went too far, stating, "The Flood are evil, space zombies, parasites, and are not an allegory to any group of people." Okay. He added frustration over the imagery being used in a modern political context, using Halo imagery in a call to destroy people because of their immigration status goes way too far, and ought to offend every Halo fan regardless of political orientation. Co-creator Marcus Leto was equally displeased, saying, "It really makes me sick seeing Halo co-opted like this." That's the angle big gaming media outlets like IGN ran with. This is a universal outrage moment from Halo Legacy. Obviously, the narrative couldn't be farther from the truth. As we see, Martin O'Donnell definitely was fucking, I come out of retirement for this shit. I had the last part. And seeing some other stuff that happened. When the original Trump meme first dropped, he stated to come out of retirement for it. Once Ice meme dropped, O'Donnell tied the message into his run for Congress. I've seen the White House Halo posting. You should know that the guy who composed its music, me, is running for Congress to work with President Trump to defend the covenant. To defund the covenant, destroy the Flood, and finish the fight, aka put America first. Fucking dude, that'd be badass to see fucking Marty O'Donnell as a congressman. That'd be dope. If you've seen the White House Halo posting, you should know that this guy who composed music, obviously him. Oh, here I already read what it said. When I defeat Susie Lee next year and get to Congress, I will work with Trump to administration to destroy the Flood once and for all. Again, it's just fucking doubling down on that shit. He also said when I defeat... Sorry, I'm reading what I read it and then it's saying it again. My bad. In appearance with the WD Pro show shared on social media, O'Donnell reflected on just how wild the cultural crossover moment is. I would never have predicted that 25 years after we made Halo, Donald Trump would be president, I'd be running for Congress, and that our game would be become such a cultural icon that it gets used in political memes and are driving the left crazy. Again, I just love it. And obviously, IGN's selective outrage, as I already explored in the other post before, is pretty much just being like, Halo would never do that. You guys are just insane for trying to bastardize this fucking franchise and, I'm going to boycott Halo and whatever bullshit. It's like, man, shut the fuck up. That's the story of the culture moment, and IGN just left it in cutting room floor. It's not journalism to spotlight outrage and ignore enthusiasm. Especially when the most iconic creative voice behind Halo is in the latter camp. The fact that Halo meme can still light up the internet and politics 20 years later is proof the franchise still matters. IGN could have told that story. They chose not to. And why this matters, the moment isn't just about a meme. It reveals something broader. Halo isn't just a sci-fi shooter anymore. It's become cultural shorthand across the political spectrum. Gaming IP is now used in marketing, activism, and yes, even campaign messaging. The original creators themselves don't argue on how to feel about it. The Halo devs split over Trump isn't about whether the flood is a metaphor. Everyone knows it's fictional space parasites. It's about who gets to use gaming culture in public-facing messages. Obviously. Final thoughts. Love the meme or hate it, the saga proves something the press rarely admits. Halo isn't just a video game franchise. It's part of American pop culture. Ideology. Identity. My bad. And when a meme about fighting the flood can speak to this level of passion from devs, from media, and from congressional candidates who helped create it, it's clear the universe still hits nerves. This universe still hits nerves and stirs imagination nearly 25 years later. I love it. Again, that's all that it is, man. That's all that it is. But these people are fucking losing their shit. Let me find my fucking mouse. God damn. And there we go. Shit, took me a little longer than I should have to find that. And we're running on 20 minutes. That's not bad. Not bad at all. But like I already stated, Halo is part of the American culture, right? If you were there during the big boom of it, right? During like Halo 3, Halo Reach, stuff like that, even though Bungie's last Halo game was Reach, it was impossible to really go online and not see the impact that it had. Obviously, we had all the fun, silly games that people would make, right? Like Tetris and the one with the giant ramp where you'd be in a Warthog or said vehicle and it's just going, get to the bottom, teleports up, you increase fucking momentum exponentially until you're basically just going fucking in the blink of an eye, right? And you're just basically hoping to kill the enemy team or the zombies or whatever it was. Yeah, stuff like that was very memorable for so many people, especially my age. And obviously even from then, before the 360 era, right? Like Halo is so integral into our identity as it is that, you can talk about it and it gets this kind of outrage or praise, right? Again, it's just fun, silly memes, and some people can't handle it. But that's what the current presidential administration has decided to do, which is mostly meme on some of these stupid-ass people that think, hey, we don't like what you're saying, so we're going to try and cancel you and do this and that. And what do? They just meme it to hell. And it's even funnier when these people cannot meme and try to make fun of it, and all they do is make themselves look like an ass. But let me know down in the comments down below if you liked it or not, if it offended you or if it didn't, and where you stand on the spectrum of this. Obviously, you can kind of tell what I'm feeling about it. But with that being said, Asian got me signing out. Y'all have a good night, good evening, and good morning. Give it a like, dislike, whatever you feel, and we'll catch you next time. Bye.